What's up, guys? Welcome back. Got the S10 here. I just got it back maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I'm gonna post a short on the steering linkage. So after he installed the flange for the exhaust, I had a guy make the exhaust for me. The steering linkage, I couldn't get it to shift. I had to just go underneath, disconnect it, put it in drive, and just as soon as I start the truck, it starts driving forward. So I accomplished that, and I noticed down in here, these brakes are absolutely terrible. So today we're gonna go ahead and change those brakes out. It'll be quick. I'll just do a head cam. And then one more thing we have to do is way back in there, there is a, I cut the harness and I gotta find the 4 wires for the driver's side OBD2, not OBD2, the driver's side O2 sensor. The passenger is hooked up. I'm only doing the first banks because I'm not gonna do a catalytic converter, and I'm gonna get this tuned out. So it runs and drives good. We'll get started on that. I got my brakes, I got pads, and I got a new oil filter because it was damaged by the guy who installed the header, unfortunately. So we'll just change that real quick. All right, so here are the tools you're gonna wanna use. It's a 3/8 Allen for the brake caliper. To get the brakes off, you gotta take it off the spindle, the control arm, I guess. It's a 27 millimeter. You want needle nose, flathead can help, C-clamp. I just used a 3-inch and that was good enough. Pry bar to help with getting the caliper off, and then you can also help get that cap, the center cap for your bearing. I like to use a soft hammer and a hard hammer depending on what you're doing. A ratchet, impact if you can get one of those, and then also 19 millimeter with my socket here that helps get my lug nuts off, brake cleaner to clean off your disc, some rags, gloves, that'll be helpful. One thing you notice, I reuse my bearings. I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend doing a lot of things I did, like pry and hammer on the caliper and stuff like that. I'm not reusing the rotors, so I wasn't too worried about it. So yeah, you want to get new grease, and you want to get front and rear bearings when you're going to do this install. But I'll ride on it, and if I notice anything weird, I will put new grease. Hopefully I can remember to just put new grease right before spring. need to look at the wiring real quick and try and get those wires exposed and labeled so when the sensor comes in, I can just tap it in, splice it in or whatever, and then plug it in. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps you change brakes. Super simple. When I did an S10 as a kid, it was a Gen 2. I did not know about, I was brand new to working on cars. I didn't know about the front and rear bearing. And when I installed the new rotor without a rear bearing, it destroyed my whole front knuckle, brakes, everything. I had to replace the whole front left. Expensive thing to do. So hopefully the one thing you take from this is you need those bearings front and rear. So pay attention to that. All right, so I got my book here. I found out which one's bank 1, bank 2, sensor 1, sensor 2. So bank 1 is driver's side, bank 2 is passenger. Passenger's already hooked up. I just need to figure out which one was driver. And so I found my wires. I went ahead and extended them and I labeled which colors they are. So when I get my sensor in, I can just tap into there. What I did is I disconnected the plug here and I looked at my pinouts and then I used an ohm meter because there were a couple purple and whites back there and a couple tan and whites. And so I just touched the pin I needed here with the black, and then the red I touched the wire. Beep! It's touching, so we know that that is the wire. And then I went ahead and I got the MAF sensor, stabbed it, the pink or the orange, I guess it's supposed to be. And then I found the orange there, and then the ground, I just grounded it to the block, touched the black wire, it grounded. So I know those are the 4 sensors, 4 wires I need for my O2. And we should be good. So I'm talking real fast because I'm trying to clean all this up, get it ready. I have to plug in a couple sensors I unplugged to get that harness up a little, and then it'll be ready for when that sensor comes. It should be a pretty quick job. So thanks for watching, catching back up with this S10 here. I just been slacking on it, and we're gonna get there when it's done. Thanks for watching. As always, see you guys next time.